and it ends at 11:59 on Saturday,
Sure.
and then we wait until Sunday, the first day of the week. Then, by the grace of God, on the 7th, yes, I'll be celebrating my birthday. So I'm so grateful to God. And today we are here again on the round table. I should have been here yesterday, but due to some engagements, as you said,
Mm.
the ups and downs, we have to look at everything.
Yeah,
They
I
also
tell you.
on.
I tell you.
Yeah, so it's a good one to be here, and we bless God that we on the show this
Sure.
afternoon or to the evening hours.
It's always wonderful as we appreciate God. You
Mhm,
know, I always told people that there are many people who usually go to bed,
mhm.
and unfortunately,
Yeah.
uh, all of us that can go will not wake up the next
Like we do remember some years back, you see, like the the bag of rice, all those items that have been passing through the national port of our country, and the sincerity and those equipment, because the vice president also mentioned that they will make sure that the unity party led government to live up to standard. So thank God they have gone to other countries and some of the things that are needed there. And also there was a training that just took place where they were training some of the securities of the National Port Authority, in terms of how to carry operation professionally. So I think for that area, the government is doing that everything will be up to standard, and this will benefit Liberian, and we hope
Sure.
that this government will do well.
Because I think it was one thing he I think it was necessary for that he did. You those ports, if you go, there are a lot of people who you still have their goods and services
Mhm.
still being packed at port
Yeah,
because the fees for uploading your containers and other
it's
cargoes is
too hard.
very expensive. So how do you expect Oliver, who for example is bringing uh to sell in Liberia, bringing your one vehicle, maybe that car it was bought in America, maybe you want to bring it to Liberia to sell it, let's say maybe 2,500, and you are going to the port paying extra 1,500, two thousand
Yeah.
five hundred dollars for that. That means you'll be spending over 4,000, over $5,000 on that one vehicle. And when you
Hmm.
come back to sell to the market, that means you will be going up to $6,000 to $7,000. So it makes the price very difficult on the market. That's why you see the increment in other commodities, the rise, other things because of the shift, the uploading fees at APM terminal, other, other uploading agencies that are at the port, the free port of Monrovia. Yeah. So what the vice president said was the cream that they used to upload those upload equipment.
Hmm.
For example, in your goods is supposed to be uploaded, and the equipment got damaged in the process of uploading your goods. The company don't have to take the blame, and your
Oh
goods will be
yes.
there
Hmm.
while the tariff will be going on you on a daily basis.
Hmm.
And the more it stay there, the more money you paid.
Sure.
Yeah, so I think we will actually have to talk about this. We'll find more time to elaborately talk about this particular issue because it's worth discussion.
Discussion.
It's
Yeah.
about the Liberian people. You cannot continue. And he was blown with them. The vice president was actually blown that because anything you do here,
It will reflect on the
yeah, you will
government.
see he make it seem like you'll see the president
Yeah.
and the vice president picture
Yeah.
on the newspaper.
Uh-huh.
Then
And some of them, they don't know some of those. They don't know some of those things that are actually unfolding there.
yes.
Those things that are wrongly been done at the port. They don't even know about some of these things. So
So
there should be. I love the way the president once upon a time said he will make sure to visit some of those ministries, agency, in government.
surprisingly,
Surprisingly, he will not tell them.
he's supposed to be
So,
doing that.
yeah, so it shouldn't be like, and the good thing is, he will not say today I'm going to the Ministry of Education. So surprisingly, you see the president will go to
Yeah.
the education ministry, because if he has gone on to tell them to say, oh, tomorrow at so and so time the
Yeah, they'll
president will be
put yeah,
visiting
and I said that's
this
why.
ministry. You see, everybody will be acting like all is well and everything. So all
No,
expecting it,
mhm.
you just see the president today coming to the education ministry, to finance ministry, and to tour the entire facilities to know how people are there, ask some of the top questions,
So
bring some of the evidences, and or bring some of the things you have they are doing, how they are serving the Liberian people. This will help. So that's a good initiative. We look up to the president for that, to start that as soon as possible, and this will help. Like once upon the time during the previous administration, uh, I do remember the former president one time visited one of the public schools.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when he went there, the condition he saw that he felt discouraged, and I think one of the reasons for which they were blaming and the president, if our president, after we have put all of our thousands of dollars in the educational sector of Liberia, and for which we know one of our schools, the government schools, supposed to be up to standard.
Mm-hmm.
But me paying a visit, and when I see the condition is very deplorable, you will no more be a minister of that ministry. You'll be dismissed, and you will answer
Because
all of the necessary
the minister
questions.
supposed to be paying visit, supposed to be paying visit on a reg. That's why you have the DEOs, the CEOs. They
Mhm.
are the representation
Yeah.
of the minister in the county, right? They are the direct representation of the minister, so they have to do assessment. Like yesterday on the show, I was talking about schools in Nema County that were being fined. Each school was fined for $150,000. A school that closed before the stipulated time of the Ministry of Education.
Mhm.
They were fined because they closed before the time the ministry says school should close. So they fined them. And there is a school who also collected fees for students and did not send them for the WAS examination. They were also fined. And a school was also fined for parade
Mhm.
and collecting graduation fees before WAS result. That is what, because the WAS result will determine how many students were successful,
Mhm.
who are those to be graduating. So
Graduating.
if
Yeah.
you collect my money and I'm not successful, will I graduate or will my money be refunded? No. So
And
those
that money is refundable. You have to
you
give.
have to,
Yeah.
but they will not.
Ah.
They will not.
But if I pay for graduation fee,
Uh-huh.
unfortunately I did not pass. So are you saying it is not refundable?
They supposed to get your money.
They're supposed to get
They
my
supposed to
money
get it, but
because
they will not get it. You know why they will not get it, or they will? Because the guys will feel that maybe the 100 because some of them will charge maybe 100, 150
yeah.
to look at that 150 and get it. They're supposed to refund your money because you were not successful.
Mhm.
But they will see it as a harsh man or a buku man in their eyes not to get your money. That's the problem.
Yeah. But so it'll be
Yeah,
somehow difficult
you know. Okay,
to
money not
return your
enter
money.
your money not enter your pocket. Just imagine that. Money not enter already
Yeah.
to come out. So this is where you see people will say, okay, graduate next year you go for resetter.
Yeah.
That's the problem. So they begin to undermine the process. And here, this is what I said yesterday. All of us, we cry on a daily basis. We need our country. We need the system to be improved. We need this to be, and we compare ourselves to other neighboring countries. But our services here, so like we're saying about the port, how then will you have the port of the free port of Liberia, of Monrovia, where at least when people bring their goods, they should be paying? Because, like example, the vice president said, you know, I'm continuously emphasizing on that because at least it made a little sense to me, right?
Yeah.
If you reduce the price, if you say, okay, look, to upload one car at $500, or nobody will go to Guinea.
No.
Liberians will not use Guinea port. Liberians will not use the port of Sierra Leone.
Mhm.
And you know what? If when the Sierra Leoneans and the Guineans get to know that their port is being used frequently, they increase the tariff.
Oh sure.
So if you have one vehicle being uploaded at APM terminal for $500, and you have about 100 vehicles being uploaded a day, do you know how much we're talking about?
A good money coming to the country.
For 500,
Good money.
we're talking about huge sum of money.
Yeah.
Over 100,000 be generating a day. You understand? You be generating over that close to $1 million a day. So that alone will bring more revenue. It will bring more revenue than saying, okay, $1,500 and only two cars people can upload in a year time.
So at the end of the day, you see other people going to where they want to go
Good.
just
So
to
trust me, there are people who I know in America, their vehicles still packed to that area. I pay $4,000 to Freeport for my mother's vehicle.
just a vehicle.
A vehicle, $4,000 because
So
they
if you were doing like transport business, you say, but then then I don't know how many thousand you'll be paying.
So trust me.
So
You see what we're talking about?
if just to offload a vehicle is 4,000, then how many dollars are you going to sell the vehicle for? So I think
Just
the
just borrow continues. I mean, our country. We wait to see. We wait to see who are those leaders.
but actually
Mhm.
I believe that before the vice president, coming up with that statement, I want to believe these are some of the
Yeah,
observations.
yeah. He
Yes,
said that. He said those
yes,
are awesome. He said because me, our
observations.
businessmen,
Good.
right?
Yeah.
Me,
So,
our businessmen, I've been there. I know what I'm talking about.
mhm.
So instead of you just coming painting the area,
Area,
making
yeah.
the how to call decorating the area because you coming to have even the vice president will come
President
and say,
is
let me make
coming,
the area beautiful
thinking that
and
all
say,
is
yeah,
well. We
that's
are
not
here
it. But
good.
let the services reflect on the old man in real life
Yeah. Oma who
because
selling the beta
if the
ball.
old man is
Oma
buying
way
Vita
in best on there.
good. If she's buying Vita pack for 250, that means Vita cartoon or the container is being shipped at the free port for less money.
Oh sure.
Then the dealer too will make it easier for those who are going to buy it for retailing. You understand that?
Mm-hmm.
If the bag of rest is being sold for $2,000, that means the tariff is being reduced at the port.
Mm-hmm. Oh sure. So we look up to
So
that, and
yeah.
I show there'll be a message
Mhm.
taken to the president through his vice president. Some of the things they have observed, and this will help in the best interest of every Liberian.
Sure. So people, many people always do wondering about how me. I'm going to the port. I'm taking things from the port. How it will reflect on me. Those are ways it reflect on you
Mm-hmm.
because you sell your alcohol, you sell your rice, you sell Vita, the soap, the different things that's being brought into the country, right? It's being imported into the country.
Mm-hmm.
So if it is expensive, maybe you go buy a fish cartoon, your chicken feed cartoon, they tell you 6,000, 7,000. That means the people to pay huge money to the port.
Okay.
You
Sure.
understand? That's how it is. But we just thought to bring you, we need to bring you these things because when they are happening, we need to inform you about that. So if you're just joining us, this is the round table and it's all about Archie.
And actually, let me say something. I
Uh-huh.
said it on the show this morning on the place.
Mhm.
Since the vice president uh, had made the statement of, the offloading of those vehicles or whatever goods that are coming
Mhm.
to reduce the price of that is welcoming.
Mhm.
But you see, actually, I just want for us to do this in passing. We have like you see a community in Grand Bassa County bordering Nimba has threatened to stop a locking company's operation for failing to deliver on development projects barely 2 months after protesting for the same reason. And then Grand Cape County, the Manopam Company, citizens of Grand Cape County
Mhm.
took on the same action. So I don't know the kind of agreements when those companies that are operating in our various countries,
Mhm.
even no matter how what kind of negotiation you have, but let it be known that those areas you are operating, there are many of them, and we are heard bad labor practice
Very bad, Oliver.
everywhere. And to the extent one of them even went as far as contaminating the safe drinking water of the people in the area. They have to relocate the people.
You see.
So with with
And
with
and
those with those kind of air treatment coming from those companies, no matter how many thousand you give to the government, but what should be first the well-being of the citizen.
the citizens.
And even some of the citizens, they are working
And the affected
in the
community.
in
Look, Oliver, the affected community, those are people we're talking about. They need to benefit.
Benefit.
But you cannot contaminate the rivers, the wells, the people that drink it. You cannot dig one hell pump. Why you cannot drill why would it take you to drill a borehole for
Oh,
them?
yes.
Why would it take you?
Why would it take them?
But the thing is, one, may I always shift the blame on the people we have at the head of power. Because if you or the one, maybe you are representative for District 2 in Grand Caymore County,
Mhm.
and you have those concessions there, it is your responsibility. That's where you play the advocacy's role.
Yeah.
Because the function of you as a lawmaker is to advocate.
Advocate
So
for
if
them.
you are advocating for the people, but you know what the guys can do? The man will use that place for his weekend. Every time the man go in the district,
Yeah. Go straight to the company, my man. The
the
lawmaker here.
lawmaker here put guy in my car.
Lawmaker here. And they will succumb because they
Oh,
want
yes.
they want protection.
So then that's where they will not have time for the affected community, because each concession area, the surrounding there, the community they are operating have benefits as an affected community.
Sure.
So because the lawmaker is now serving as, I don't know, should I say, protector, because he's now the protector
For that company.
for that company.
And surprisingly, for some of them, they will see how deplorable those roads or those areas are. And they
don't
will
talk
see
about
them,
that.
they will not even engage those company to say, look, you guys are operating here, but the way how you're treating our citizens are not good. If people cannot and look at the well-being of our citizens, then we will not allow people to
They don't-
operate in our country.
They will never talk
But
about
with
it.
all of the companies that have been operating in our various counties, name them. Even one of our lawmaker from Nema County had an issue with ArcelorMittal.
Yeah, Nyatwa.
Yeah, Tuan. Yeah, and he said, I agree that ArcelorMittal helping in other areas, but the well-being of the people, we are not seeing it. We are not seeing it.
That's the issue.
How can you be whole company operating in a county up to now? How many of them today will come to say, look, since you people are here, we are working in line with the University of Liberia, or we are working on the learning of higher education to make sure that we open at least a county university for the people who offer scholarship for those students that are going to school. Those people are not doing it. But I don't know whether the concession agreement, I don't know what is it all embellished to that, to just it's a straight jacket.
The papers, the papers are
papers
there. They
where-
get laying out there. The papers are there. Whatever, the papers are there. Like I continue to
But
say.
then when they had those documents, then why they treating
would-
the people?
Like I said, the leaders are the major problem, because if the lawmakers were prevailing on them,
Mm-hmm.
they will go in their chef. But if you have, do you know, even here, if you as a journalist go to one leveling store, you see some expired goods and want to raise issue, the guy will behave as though you don't even have time for you, because first of all, the man will take one phone call, takes phone call, at the end, nothing will come from all of that. That's why you see, even security is when
Because
they go
there's a
somewhere.
maximum protection.
Even security
for
go
them,
there,
yeah.
they call, they pick up. Oh, it's another person here. Let me talk to them. Your boss will want to talk with you. That's what killing us nowadays in Liberia.
And we are not doing the needful.
We're not doing the needful. So every time we talk about these things, we'll continue to say it, say it, say it, say it. We will continue to say it.
We hope
But-
that the government will hear the
Oh,
cry
yes,
of the people.
of the people,
And to the same way how the vice president went there, to be engaging those people.
Sometimes you dealers say
Sometimes you have
it,
to speak your
out.
mind.
Yeah.
Tell them, if you cannot hold my people, look at Firestone. Look at Firestone. Almost, in fact, some of our that even born when Firestone came to this country.
The money Firestone have made from this country.
And even up to now, that as soon you hit Firestone, right to the intersection, the road are leading to the Rabat International Airport,
Mm,
and the road are going to Firestone
mm.
itself. That that road have been there over like I don't know how many years now. No
For
improvement.
ages,
No
ages.
improvement.
Mhm.
And actually, if you were to have gone to some of the various plantations around here, you feel discouraged. You ask, but then why this company is treating Liberians? I have to say, is it because no job or what?
Oh man,
Is it because I don't know, but
we
it's somewhat discouraging. How can you come in my country?
will continue to talk about these things
Then you
every day.
treating me as slaves.
Now because your people are supposed to make them to value you have put themselves in the pocket of the people. That's the problem. The envelopes they go to collect sells your birthright.
Okay, my brother.
So
We just speak on
folks,
those
yes,
issues. Yeah.
today's the weekend. Yes, we have to speak out on some of these issues. But we're gonna be diving into district number 5, Oliver.
Mm-mm.
Yes, like we said earlier,
District number
number 5,
5,
Nimba
the
County.
former district of
Samuel Gongwe Koga,
Samuel.
the senator.
He said you call it Samuel
Samuel Gongwe.
Gombe.
Gongwe.
Ogombe.
Gongwe.
Gombe. Ogombe. Pas too strong.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Strong man, huge man.
Yeah.
Gong man.
Ogombe.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Me strong man.
Yeah.
Huge man. Okay. Gombe.
So,
Yeah. Okay.
man, the guy is so
Yeah.
I never thought people.
Yeah. Tall,
People
huge.
people who
Yeah.
strong, people
Yeah,
who can
strong.
make
So the
decisions.
man strong.
Yeah.
The man
Those
strong.
are people that are traditional names.
Gombe.
Mhm.
Okay.
So, since the Devil Senator Johnson, and like we said, we used to say, oh, well, if a representative been elected, there will be another by election. Yes, there is currently a by election in Nimba
In
County.
Nimba. Yeah.
And we are told approximately about between 12 to 18 people, is not yet confirmed,
Okay.
but between 12 to 18
18 people
wanting
vying
to,
for that
to be
position
representative.
in Nimba.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And one of them is one of the Liberia's famous social influencer and entertainer.
Mm-hmm.
He's known by the name Zonic. He owns the Zonic record.
Okay, Sonic. Yeah.
Zonic, yeah.
Yeah.
So he's a social influencer. Maybe you will know him.
Yeah.
He's Cole Williams.
Okay, Cole Williams.
Cole Williams, and in the district they call him Quiblu.
Okay.
Quiblu
so he
Webman.
contesting.
Yeah, he's one of those who will be
Wow.
who will be contesting, but overall we will be looking at the NDR and the Unity Party.
Okay.
There is currently
The party of former
Senator
Prince Yomi
Johnson
Johnson and the
ruling party.
ruling establishment
Yeah,
Unity
sure.
Party. Yeah.
So now Samuel Koga, when it comes to elected position, Samuel Koga is now the senior wrangling official of the party.
Of the party.
Because he is the senator.
Mm-hmm.
He is the senator. And next to that will be Copper Crow, who is the labor minister. He is the chairman of the party.
Of the party.
So those are executive members of the party.
Of the MDR.
Now, because the vice president is no longer a member of the NDR, he formed part of the Unity Party. So prior to this election about who becomes a candidate, because
the district,
the district, the NDR, or because the Unity Party, the NDR, they had this political friendship.
Mm-hmm.
So nobody wants to move from behind a friend. If the Unity Party put out candidate, that means the NDR is not put the candidate.
Yes.
So,
but they are collaborating.
They are collaborating.
Party. Yeah.
So now, the issue of which party will put a candidate to replace Samuel Gombe Koga is the problem.
Okay.
Now, immediately when Koga was elected, Koga held a meeting with all of the names that surfaced. When I said names, those people who supported him, because almost during the election, people who contested against him before, all of them formed themselves as a team and supported him in the senatorial election.
Yeah.
So then, when he won at his village, because before reaching Ganta, where Koga resides in District 1, is called Koga Village. Yeah, where he had his house. Now, he held a meeting with them. There were 12 that are supposed to be part of the meeting. Out of the 12, you had 11 persons that turned out. So The one person who did not attend the meeting was Koto Kragu. And in the 2023 election, you have Koto, Augusto Mekwa, Samuel Koga, among others who contested. But the three top was Augusto, Koga, and Koto. Koga won the election. Koto Kragu came second, and Augusto came third. Those are the three tops. Now, everybody now focus is that since Koto came second, he is the formidable candidate now
Kennedy, yeah.
in the election. And Koto, you see, supported Koga. So he's expecting Koga to support him. Koto as well is also a friend. So I say, in fact, he's more like a son.
A quarter from the MDR.
So Koto from the NDR, Augusto Mekwatu becomes the NDR candidate because of the relationship of Unity Party, and Koga. And the vice president as well, because Augusto Mekwa is a close friend, very close and long-term friend to the vice president. Koto is the son to the vice president. Now, before the NDR and the Unity, the NDR went to their primary last week, there was a news as to Koga and the vice president. The vice president wanted to support Augusto Mekwa that he will contest as a Unity Party candidate. And Koga said, no, VP, you are no longer a member of the NDR. Even though you remain the vice president, but you form part of the Unity Party. And this area, you have me here as the senator who came from the NDR.
Me here as the leader as well.
The leader of, so
of the
coming
MDR.
from the NDR, and we want an NDR or NDR pressing to win this because the man who formed the NDR party from the district number 5, by the very hometown Koga is from.
Yeah.
So now they want that courtesy. Now, did Koga win election in 2023 as an NDR candidate? No. NDR candidate, but then I think it was Koto, the very Koto, right? So NDR has a candidate. Mekwa was the Unity Party candidate. Now you have Koga, who was PUP, but then in the previous election. So now this also came out to cut every matter short. They went to the primary. The primary was between Koto Kragu.
Went to the MDR.
The MDR primary. So now Augusto Mekwa, because of the Unity Party NDR collaboration, he went now as an NDR candidate into the primary. So you see that? He went into the primary and he was defeated in the primary by Koto to 13 votes to 4 votes. Yeah, so he won Augustus in the primary. Now, when the vice president went to China the few times about the yellow machine and things, he took along with him Augusto, who is a long-time friend. So because the vice president carried Augusto, there were political pundits on social media. Look, the vice president do not play double standard game. Don't do that. You know, people now when they just see things,
especially where election is around. And looking at the two people.
So they start to weigh their size and other things. So he spent the length of time. Other people, he own a supporter to say, "Lord, the vice president carry our candidate to go and make start doing international connection and other things." So they had that talk. So upon his return, they went to the primary. He lost the primary to Koto, who is also a son to the vice president. Koto has been the engineer to the vice president. Every project of the vice president, when it's come to construction, is being done by Koto. You understand? So he has relationship with the two candidates, the two formidable candidates in the election. Now they have gone to the primary, and the person who is believed to be, the interest of the vice president, who is Augusto Mekwa, lost the primary because rumors has been circulating that the vice president wanting Augusto to contest. But
contest.
he don't want to
And
tell
there'll
his
be
son,
honor ground support.
good.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to tell his son Koto that, oh, my son, hold on, because Koto had tasted the water. Coming second election, it tells you that you are strong.
Oh yeah, he's strong.
Yes.
Very
So
strong.
yeah. So he
Especially country like Nimba.
good. So he doesn't want backlash. So you want to play a double standard game. Pretend as though he's supporting Koto, and honor ground support Augusto, who is the friend. Now, the primary is over. Mekwa he did not accept the primary result, thereby forcing him to resign from the NDR and Unity Party collaboration, going as a candidate on vote from vote is also believed to be a Nima County party because you have the Senate bearer to be a Nima County man. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Vote. So he's now a candidate of vote. That Wapo, Jeremiah Wapo, is the Senate bearer.
Senate bearer.
Good. So now, here is the thing, Oliver. Here's my thought. And I know maybe you'll be thinking the same way too. Because now you have the vice president in the web. The vice president become who is the senior official of the county who campaigned for Koga.
Koga.
People saw him campaigning
for Koga.
Good.
Yeah.
So Augusto Mekwa, as a friend to the vice president, we expect the vice president to support
him. Because it's just like I supported you
very well,
and I am expecting you to do the same. Yeah,
very well. Now you have Koto Kragutu, who is the son. Now everybody, the both party supporters is the you must say, right? Our supporter will be posting me and you with the vice president. They post you with the vice president, and my supporter do posting me with the vice president. So that's a competition now on social media in the Nima community. You understand? So the vice president is being caught in the web as to who he supports. Samuel Koga has made his intention clear already because the NDR has a candidate. So automatically he will support the NDR candidate.
Mm-hmm.
But now the boy is in the
vice president. expecting him, the vice president, to support.
Now the boy is because previously Koga said they should go to a consensus to bring a consensus candidate. That's what he said first.
Yeah.
Now, since you guys are 12 and all 12 of you supported me, what I want from you is that go play your honor ground work, and then by you bring to me as a candidate will be supported. Now, every one of them are not member of the NDR, but now Koga is working now as per party mandate. The party say Koto is the candidate. Koto has obtained his candidate and aspiring nomination certificate from NEC. Likewise, Augusto as well. But here is the thing. What did the election law say? The election law is clear that if Oliver Achi are candidate for
a political
party, maybe Blaze political party,
you cannot you cannot run as an independent.
Very good. When you lose a primary. So it will go to a primary. Blaze, okay, Oliver are our candidate.
Yeah.
And in as much that I agree and I went into the primary with you and you won the primary, that means I accepted the process. So there's no need I go to another political party or go as an independent. So now there's where the point will be coming from.
You cannot go as an independent candidate.
No, you cannot also go as a
no, you cannot go as an independent candidate.
But you can go on political party.
You can go on political party.
That's what the law says.
Yes, you can go on political party, but you cannot go as an independent candidate.
Right. So now there will be a point, right? There will be so we now look what a NEC will certificate this person as a candidate because he's going now as a candidate on vote, right? On vote. Vote is a political party, so we wait to see what NEC will certificate them.
But I don't know whether he has sent in his resignation.
Yeah, so he resigned after the primary.
Good. So in that case, he NEC can certificate him because he's no more a member of the NDR. So the only thing in that process, he cannot go as an independent candidate.
Okay.
But he can join a political party. And so that is the point. But NEC will certificate him. But what we look up to is It's just like the vice president now. I think
Yeah, so the
before
vice president now be
that
caught between the word.
nobody has already been convicted.
As to who you support.
So as to who is supporting, he's going to support because all eyes are on him now. So you see, achieve
Mhm.
politics, as the people always say, is an interest. And where your money is, the way you put all of your
Sure.
efforts. And like for our politics in Liberia, we don't know how we do it. And the way we do things, as long it is not in my way, then obviously that particular group or that particular party is no more my party. Or that is the time you will start hearing some of the ills of the challenges and even branding that particular political party as a party of nothing because the party did not support you, or probably you went for primary, you experienced some dissatisfaction
Mhm.
and so on. So at the end of the day, you just want to forego that and leave it done. But to show that the love for party or for which you have joined a political party, and but I don't know. Joining a political party, we agree. You're expecting a lot of benefits. You're expecting support for people to support you in the party. But above all, you are there also to what? To transform things. For transformation. What you bring before the table
Mhm.
that will even help the people of the county to run or to carry on a good decision that will carry on developments or that will bring light to the county. But at the end of the day, our politics here, as long this where you see today, you see a politician will be saying good about a particular political party he or she is part of. After a few dissatisfaction or whatever, maybe something spark out. End of the day, you and I, we are no more in a good term. That is the time I see some of the ills. But let's see how it will go as relate to who is so. I'm seeing little split now between
Okay, so
the MDR and that of the Unity Party because obviously the vice president is a member now of the Unity Party, and Samuel Koka remains where he is. And and one of the things I want to believe the reason why the MDRs highly supported him for the senatorial by election because it was like to keep the legacy of the late Senator Prince Johnson. So, and he will do anything to protect that legacy. And
sure.
because of that, you are seeing his stand on some things. And and he's bold enough to tell the vice president where his stands are. So we let us see how it will go as relate to the by-election in Nima County. But for the look of things, there will be little split.
Mhm.
It has already
It
happened.
has already begun.
It has
It has
already
already
happened.
begun.
So our political parties achieve when things fall apart. That's the time you can hear all of the the good news, the bad news, the one that is not in the interest of the people, the one in the interest of the people. These are things we will soon start to hear. But let's see how it will go as relate to the issue between the MDR
Mhm.
and that of the Unity Party as to who they are supporting in the upcoming representative by-election in Nima County District 5.
Okay. So I was reading. So like you said,
Mhm,
NEC is saying that if, for example, you were defeated in your primary,
mhm,
so you can even contest as an independent candidate if you that is if you still meet up with the time in the nomination process, because in the nomination process, the candidate nomination process, like you said, you can contest also as a party
Mm-hmm.
person
Yeah.
and also contest as independent based on if the time in your favor, because as an independent candidate there's a more weight on you as compared to a political
Yeah,
party.
yeah, but he's standing alone.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
there's a more weight.
So no support
Yeah,
from a
you have to
political
bring
party.
you have
Yeah.
to bring you have to deposit a certain amount, your tax clearance, property, all of things that will enable you. But as a political party, more lesser. So that's the point now. Let's see. So when the point last is now whether you go as independent
No.
or party. Now the loyalty comes like it's coming from the vice president is now where the issue will be. Who will the vice president pay loyalty to? Is it Qatar or is it Mekwa? So now the VP is now having the role because everybody looking at him. Say you did it for Koga, you supported Koga. But you saw the vice
Yeah,
president.
I know.
He
He campaign.
vigorously ran
Yeah,
campaign,
campaign for Coca. Yeah.
opened the ran campaign against EDF and other
Yeah.
candidates
Mm-hmm.
for Koga. So now your best friend is there. Your son is there.
Politics. But as you said, let us look at how it will go,
Yes, let's
and
see
then
who will win the loyalty of the vice president. Who wins that? So that's the problem.
but for me,
Mhm.
I think the vice president will just
Mhm.
play a lay silent role and let it go, because I know he will not want for him to be blamed
Mhm.
right after election, because actually you and I will see election just for to go to the ballot box and elect our uh, um, lawmaker, or to elect our representative or our government of, let me say, senator or representative. But it is beyond that point. The way you treat me at
Mhm.
times, I will never forget what you have done to me. And it's politics. If he can leave where he is and to have joined
Mhm.
vote
Yeah.
to participate in the upcoming representative election, then you should know how deeply this will go and how well he is also going to put all of his efforts to prove himself that he is the man. But let's see, and between the Unity Party and that of the MDR.
Okay. So now is we have 3 minutes to 5:30,
30, yeah.
and we will open the lines. Today is the weekend edition of the program. We're talking about the Nemba County district number 5 by election. Who wins the vice president loyalty? Who wins that? 077-907-907, 0887 are the numbers to put you through on the program, the round table with Oliver and Archie. We're here together on the weekend edition to bring you this. So you can call us now. The lines are open: 07779079070, 0887 For those of you watching, want to call the WhatsApp +231 888 Name account in August 12th will be the election, Oliver. August 12th, 2025.
Yeah.
So we have, in fact, this month. So next month, the
Yeah,
12th will be, yeah,
this whole month,
everybody
yeah.
was supposed to play that dirty
Because,
work this month.
but man, I'm hearing about, man, in the whole election business.
Who?
Perfect key.
No, Parakina won't contest. They don't want to be senator. They don't want to be that kid. They don't want to be senator. Good evening.
Hello,
How are you? What is your name?
I'm Nathan T. Battle, joining from Boston.
Go ahead, Nathan.
Yeah, you know what you guys say in the studio there about the flower president campaigning for Augusta, the other one. For me, I decided for the flower president to join
No, we don't say
the
vice president
NDR.
campaigning.
to join
for
India to support culture because culture is the best thing in District 5 now that we all on Nima
So
were
yeah,
looking at.
that's what we're asking. Who will win the vice president's favor if it is Qatar or men? That's what we're saying, but we didn't say he's supporting anybody.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because it is son because the son and friend uncle. Yeah, you know, I would have his son.
Okay.
Well, yeah, because it is uncle.
Okay. So the son preferable.
His son is preferable.
All right, thank you.
All right.
777-907-907-887-11107 are the numbers to put you through. Let's get to the low star line. Oh God, I don't know you beeping. Don't beep us because we can call. Call and let's hear you. If you're from Nema County, make your input. Let's see who becomes the most formidable person who wins the vice president support because this is where the problem lies now, Oliver, as to because he found himself in the web. In the web. The friend, somebody say the uncle as well, friend and uncle, and your son. Because for the fact that he took this man to China. Good evening.
Good evening, Asian Brother Inspiro.
What is your name and where you come from?
This is Georgia calling from Rehab.
Go ahead.
Thank you for the topic on the discussion. I do believe that the VP will support Coca. Not Coca, but
Qatar?
hello?
Yeah, we're
Qatar,
listening
thank
to
you
you.
very much.
Mhm.
We will support Qatar because Qatar, I can remember Qatar was in certain race, I think in King Second, he almost won the election, but due to some other reason, he was defeated. So I believe they were not making to get feedback for the second time, so he will be elected as 65 representative. Thank you very much for this.
Okay. 07779079070 07779079070 0887111107 and the WhatsApp number +231 888 Good evening.
Good evening.
What is your name?
Yeah, my name is Matthew Kafia, and I'm not from Nima anyway, but I was just following you guys' discussions on the vice president and who supported the two guys, and I've been following the vice president and politicking for some time. So what I believe that the vice president will do is that the vice president will either be neutral and support the two sides, maybe financially. Because mind you, the vice president has a political future, and he would, and most besides, you guys are saying that he close to the two guys. So what the vice president would do, he may support both of them financially and keep neutral in the process and part of the election hearing process.
So while he remained neutral, he has started already, parading with one candidate. He took the other man to China. And
No,
people also see that as being one-sided.
no, but vice president maybe he may have a reason of taking the man to China, not necessarily the political happenings
but where
in
is
District 5.
but where in such a situation, many will be thinking
Yeah.
that he is
Yeah, so
supporting.
that's my point. That's what I see the vice president doing in the future.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank you. This person. What is your name?
My name is calling from VR.
Okay, call him on the VP. Yeah, okay, go ahead.
Yeah, my ex is the president is Samuel Koga. Then you think everyone then you support both tenants. And Samuel Koga will be no la. The vice president will be the Kamiwa. President will have an error, which is the United Party will not be going on as time going. So then you display the vice president by giving the decision to industry and then you step for NDR, so you want to go ahead on.
Okay, thank you. Good evening.
Yes, good afternoon, Achi.
Winston, go ahead.
Yes, thank you for the exclusive recognition, Winston Indian from Dupo Road. But Achi, this decision that is surrounding the vice president is a critical decision, and it is so difficult to remain neutral in this electoral process by election. Yes.
Okay.
And what I'm looking at is once indeed again that the people went in consensus building, the 12 president, I think 11 went for that consensus building. So the consensus candidate should be the best candidate for that by election.
So everyone that went for the consensus, none of them was is being selected. Koto did not attend the consensus meeting.
Yes, Koto did not go, but I believe among that 11 person who went for the consensus, somebody was singled out. So then, that person that was singled out, whether it's at the vice president way or not, that person should be the best candidate because all the other candidates.
So yes, let me say let me say this. Maybe holding to what you said, assuming Augusto, because Augusto attended a consensus meeting, assuming that he was the candidate. And he went into the primary with Koto for the NDR primary. He was also defeated in the primary. So in that case,
I believe that consensus candidate still had the leverage because all your friends have said yes, they agree to have supporting you. So you should be the best candidate in that race. And then without the primary can be monopolized.
Okay.
You see, so we have no problem with that. So that's my little input.
Thank you. Good evening.
Hello?
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening to you, to your co-host. This is CMB Winter, and I'm looking for you from Niagara City Intellectual Forum.
Okay, go ahead.
So I follow your analysis regarding the second place and the third place men, what relationship they have with the GT. But what I want to say to the listening audience is, this is a political period. So when anybody is nominated and accepted, that person now can go on the party ticket. But for now, let's see what the party will do.
So, but the party already has a candidate. One of them was being selected, and the other saying no, he resigned to contest on another party. So that's what we're saying.
Yeah, so that is, he or she has a political right, constitutional right also. So the party does not align with your ideology and don't even necessary to take you as a president. You can, yeah, another party or you go into the election. There's something wrong with that.
Oh, thank you. 0777907. And we forgetting the cash giveaway is going on. Please don't forget, don't sleep on it. You part of the process, you will be dialing *799*9#. Press 1 for USD, 2 for Liberian dollars. Enter the number of entrances, which is a ticket, and you will win multiple prizes today: 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, 25,000. And I'm told today you may also win motorbike. So play if you want to be one of those winners. *799*9# and win money for yourself on Blaze FM 90.7. So 0777907. Call us and make your input. So Oliver, you listening to the callers?
Yes. I think one of the callers did mention that he think what the vice president would do because he still has political ambition. Who knows? 2029 is around the corner.
So you don't want to spoil your relationship.
So if taking SAR and it'll be like you are spoiling the relationship. So probably, I think that would be a good thing, like because you are not in the mind of both of them.
Sure.
So I think the best thing you should do instead of looking at the both parties or one of them to look at you to be you betray the struggle or whatever. I think the best thing
the process, the process of traveling with one person raises alarm.
Yeah, it has, but who knows whether the vice president took the him there, to have some, maybe an experience on one or two things, or maybe an opportunity, or maybe want to do something for him. But we cannot conclude. But in our own way, Liberian way, we'll say the vice president, making way
Yeah,
for
for his future.
for a
So the
future.
decision you
Yeah.
make, because he has made a previous decision in the senatorial race.
But the two people in the party, they within the collaboration, they are people you don't have to underestimate.
Sure.
Yeah, both of them.
Because they have tested the
they have the
water,
numbers, yeah.
they have the number. One
They have
came
the
third,
numbers,
one
yeah.
came second,
Second,
and
other
so they
one.
have the number.
So I think the best thing the vice president can do is, okay, I'm a vice president, I remain mute and y'all go on. But in so doing, some kind of way you have to favor someone. But let it not be known that I think you see actually this gone senatorial by election, we also the vice president was seriously campaigning for coca. So at times you don't just come out in public. Do your normal thing, let it be. Even you have your support on the ground, you do a little on the ground support, other thing, you move on. Because if you come out and people see you, tomorrow it is possible that you will not be in a same position to come out the way you did to
The other person.
the other people. So it is at times it's good just play a low key. Our own librarian will play a little low key, remain mute in the process. You want to do your 1 or 2 support, you do your little on the ground support, and when the results come, who wins? That's it. But where you have come out publicly,
To
like why you
support,
mentioned,
yeah, to support another
supporting one person, or
yeah,
even taking one person to
another country,
traveling with you.
traveling with you.
Mhm.
People raise concern on that because
Good.
they feel like you're being one-sided.
Good. And you don't know what, because in every gallery there'll be a conversation. You don't know what they discuss. It's possible that they probably discuss about the upcoming election in Nimba. You don't know what plans do they have. So I think in such situation, vice president, let it be known he's vice president of Liberia, and there are some of the things you don't really have to be at the forefront. Let people see you. Don't allow people to see you where you stand. Just play your neutral role and let everybody know that you play your neutral role, and then you can do 1 or 2 supports. Who you want to support, you can move on. But where in the case, well, one person is coming here, and with that kind of situation now, I want to believe that the vice president will now want to come out to say, this is the side I'm supporting, or this is the side I don't want to support. Because remember, he has a political ambition. Who knows tomorrow?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And Liberian man, he said it's okay. When I was wanted to become a representative, he did not support me. So doing politics, the time of politics, that's the time you see all of the political parties will be
everything
going
coming
for
out.
people who can deliver certain portion of the country to them. So I think the vice president will just remain neutral on this. If he wants to support, he knows how to do it.
Okay. 07779079070 07779079070 Make your calls. We're here to accept your calls. And so let me bring you this.
And we also have some of our friends watching us via internet.
Yeah, sure.
We have the man Joseph Tama.
Tama.
Yeah, Joseph Tama is watching, and all of you watching want to say welcome. So the lines remain, and those of you in the diaspora, you can call the WhatsApp number. We have +231 888 577 750. Again, +231 888 577 750. And our local line, we have 077 And these are the numbers. You have your contribution, whatever you want to have on the show. Just make sure and be part of it so we can go ahead right on the round table. Indeed, the round table is here. So make your contribution. Let's discuss it.
Edition.
And the weekend edition. And after this edition, we will be going for our usual weekend break
to resume on Monday.
Yeah, Monday to resume on Monday by the grace of God.
So make your input. Well, this is Nima County politics. Nima County again after Senator Koga is being elected as the candidate, the senatorial candidate, and on the NDR and the Unity Party ticket, he won. Today, again, the very NDR and the Unity Party now want to be separated. So I don't know, having two persons where one person has fought apart going to another party. Now the issue of supremacy, Oliver, that's what matters. Koga and the senator are the two biggest people, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you now have supremacy. But like one of the callers said, if the vice president smartly play his game, it will have no future embarrassment. But if you say, look, I'll just do this, so we're waiting to see too. The Nima County people are there, they're watching. The other game he played during the senatorial election, the results are waiting ahead. So the issue of the representative election too, if you go into that, the results will also await you. So people are being anxious to know why you travel with this candidate. What was the discussion? Or for what reason? What is the intent for which you travel with a single candidate when you know you have two people that you're supposed to go to a plenary or how they call a primary to elect one person, and now you carry another person to travel with you on a when you're going on governmental duty. So and now the person's supporters begin to parade the corridor that, oh yes, our lawmaker is being taken outside to meet international partners. You know, it's a political morale, Oliver.
Oh yeah, it is. So you see, like like what we just mentioned. When you're a leader, you're a leader, and I think the vice president needs to know that he is a vice president of the country.
Mhm.
So into county politics
Too much.
too much
You have
is
to
not
be-
too good for him. Yeah, it's not too
He
good for
has,
him.
yeah, he has to slow
Yeah,
down.
he has to
some.
slow down. You don't have to show all that you for a particular person, or maybe you are partnering with a candidate that you know that tomorrow you if possible you can go back to those same people that you are not supporting. So when you're vice president, just let it be. Avoid yourself from county politics, and for now, until when the general election comes, then we know how you can play your game. But for you, as a sitting vice president, and remember, you are vice president for everybody. You're not vice president. Whether you're from party A, party B, or whoever support you or not, you are vice president for the entire Republic of Liberia. So in so doing, when it comes to county politics, at times you just look at it. In fact, I don't want to believe, and there should be a distance like you and a
Sure.
political
Let
leader,
me get this call.
your political leader arguing on. Okay, someone on the
Let
line.
me get this call and come back. Winston, welcome back.
Yes, Ati, 30 seconds.
Mm.
With the issue of those multi-million companies, those concession companies in Liberia, we need to seriously blame our lawmakers, more especially this 55th legislature. But however, for us in Nimba, I want to say bravo to Honorable Yan Twayen, who he always in the gap to making sure that those people come to book and do the needful for the citizens. You know, people can come and they pay deaf attention to their social corporate responsibility.
Mhm.
Let Meta see that the other, in fact, these few days they invited them. I don't know, their non-appearance is deliberate or they send in excuse. I don't know. You see,
Okay.
they somehow they big man for Meta see. Should I appear before the Senate? I don't know what is wrong, and we have not heard anything about it. But I hope those people's feet will be put to fire and making sure that the needful is done for the citizen as in relationship to the social corporate responsibility. So
Okay.
bravo to Honorable Yantua in the 55th legislature who are making sure that we have 9 townships in across Nimba. So I want to again say bravo to him. Thank you.
Thank you. Good evening.
Yeah. Good evening, senior brother.
What is your name?
Hey, Yankee again.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, my senior brother. You know, the reason why Liberia citizens are always suffering because the government having a capacity to make everybody to enjoy. The idea is very simple. Company coming or other people coming from elsewhere, other country coming to Liberia to do business, like money, like beer martin, as the metal, all the people there. The government can take the initiative, buy the machine, hire those people, and employ more Liberians. Then more Liberians will be on job. But the company will come say, yeah, we are the people that are coming money, that will come and do the money. They take the gold, they sell, they carry, they sell, they have the money. But if I will say hire those people, like 4-5%, we pay them good money, then we do the money, we carry the gold, also we sell the gold, we bring the money back to our country, then we do good thing with it. But if the people come and offer the money, gold, they carry, they give us more money, then we'll continue to suffer.
Thank you.
Yo.
Okay.
Yes, sure. You know, the concession agreements, like I mentioned, I don't know whether when those agreements that have been made, whether those countries they are operating in, if the government, put out something that they will be able for them to, follow to the letter in the best interest of the citizen. Like the caller said, you cannot have multi-million or billion dollars company coming to Liberia operating in our countries, and they are taking our national resources. At times I want to say, but with the kind of companies coming, taking all of the resources of our country, the resources are here and people are suffering. Then I don't want to see whether
when there was no resources.
No, that one forget it. I don't want to see whether maybe a time will come, maybe a time coming where we'll have shortage of our national resources at the end of the day. You and I, where will be? So there should be benefits. There should be things set, and there should be a way that we all can put our things together and we see how best for our country, our people to make sure and benefit from those companies that are operating in our countries. We can keep our people, living in a condition where so deplorable. We just hearing thousands of dollars, billions of dollars going to government, and then the ordinary people are suffering. Even the country they are operating in, you cannot see the change. You cannot see the citizen living life that there is a multi-million dollars company operating in that country.
Okay. So those are problems, but Oliver, you can come as here our data.
Yeah,
the Basel data,
Basel program is getting set. Yeah.
Imleo.
I mean, you let Basel go to Basel.
So it was wonderful being here on this weekend edition, and yeah, you can just
okay. Let me recognize Promise Williams.
Yeah,
Promise Williams.
You always follow.
Yeah, Promise Williams always following us. We'll say Promise, thank you. All right, we want to say on that note, this is how we love to go for our usual weekend break, and by the grace of God, we'll be back on Monday. And if Christ not come this weekend,
I always saying that Christ not coming general.
I'm not the kind of town. So I want to say thank you and I bless God ever so much. Monday will be my day.
Oh
yeah, Monday I'll be celebrating
happy
my
birthday in
Mama, happy
advance.
pre-birthday to you too. You will be celebrating your day on the 18th.
Yeah.
So I'll be celebrating my birthday on the
your
7th
own
Monday.
friends, so that's celebrate yours.
Oh yeah,
So-
Monday. We will be here, and we will sing the birthday song, and all of those that have been following us.
Sure.
Want to say thank you, and I always let me borrow some words from one of our colleagues, Stephen Talu. Say you have to take on the responsibility and the responsible.
You have to
So-
take the responsibility responsibly. Is that it?
No, take the the responsibility responsively to your Something like where you can say we'll learn that.
I mean,
So
if you misquote Steven Tyler's word, man will
no, that
take issue with you for
no,
intellectual property right.
no, they are in serious trouble. Are in serious trouble. So, folks, I want to say thank you and thank you for being with us both on our online platform and via radio. I want to say thank you. The name has been and always be Oliver McIntosh, the angel's friend. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Oliver. So, well, folks, those are all of the time we have here this beautiful, beautiful Friday. This is how we like to conclude to this edition. So up next will be the Basel Vernacular program. Join us on Monday, at which time we'll be celebrating Oliver's birthday. We'll be here with another fascinating edition. My name is Archie Sebob Yene. Have yourself a wonderful day ahead of you.